say something about it. Because you know why? Just like you ain't gonna, like your boy said, it ain't gonna happen. Guess what? I'm not letting nobody sell you drugs without me saying that. Not gonna do it. Even though I don't know you, guess what? Just like that's your boy, guess what? I'm your boy. Even though I don't know you, I'm not letting nobody sell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. And it works out.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Side of the road, like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues, for this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good break. Sometimes I follow what is a soldier, trying to find a good ship. Plus, when you in hell, how did you excel? Wisdom the breath for life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well
Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every crack and surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we can all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom be busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now. You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. 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 Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slump. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I back gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. Devils design fire for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. 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 Because I'm willing to fight against drug dealers if they Muslim, if they Christian, if they atheist, if they Buddhist, if they shooting black men, guess what? I'm gonna say something about it. Because you know why? Just like you ain't gonna, like your boy said, it ain't gonna happen. Guess what? I'm not letting nobody sell you drugs without me saying that. I'm not gonna do it. You know why? Because even though I don't know you, guess what? Just like that's your boy, guess what? I'm your boy. Even though I don't know you, I'm not letting nobody sell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. And it works out. My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues. Call this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good wreck. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how did you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord? Got a tongue like a two-edged sword with a style that they might just record. The only thing equal is the curse for the wicked and the righteous reward. Have mercy on the men that don't see it, separated from the tares. Not on my prayers, and it's so be it. A rebel, take the world by word of mouth. UBK, we the rebels that you heard about. Yeah, and it ain't gonna stop till 100 virgins in the house and I'm hanging vertical. Yeah, Frank, you ain't heard a count without a shadow of a doubt. These devils hitting licks off. Fuck the bank, I'm about to slow the pocket, take it off. Can't sweet talk.
Oh, come on.
On the stage. This ain't supposed to be this hard.
Salakia, sir, you ready for the class, sir?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Come.
All right,
Salakia,
just
I look on the
go ahead and
stage.
pull the video down. Let's go ahead and get started. I had a little issue with the thing for about the last 15 minutes. We supposed to start it at 1:30, and it ain't work like that. So we got less than an hour. Let's get it in. One of y'all brothers here had a question. All right, let's go. Oh, shalom, Yabashishurakathon. To the brothers, I was Shamar Lathan by Shimmy. I was shot to the sisters. Sabbath class, holding it down for Officer Canuck. You know what I'm saying? Kazak tomorrow. Good enough. If you don't know, now you know. What's the question?
All right, can I get a breakdown on 2nd Esdras, chapter 13 and verse 4?
2nd Esdras 13 and 4. What's the
What does this mean in verse 4?
2nd Esdras 13? All right, go ahead and read.
Let me start from 1 first.
Just start from start from 1.
Come. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 13 and verse 1. And after it came to pass, after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the ways there of thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. Verse 4. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that hear his voice, like as the earth filleth when it filleth the fire.
All right, so when you go into Esdras, when you go into any of Esdras, Ezra as well, Daniel, Revelation, all these books like that, just think about them like a dream, right? A brother having a vision. So you can't take it literal. It's something that, he actually envisioning in his mind. He's seeing it. Ezekiel did the same thing where he saw the third, what they call the third temple, and the prince was there, and this and that and the other. When Daniel went up, you go into Revelations, you see a dragon, 7 heads, 10 horns. You see a lady ready to give birth. It all means something, right? In visions in Ezra, he's talking to an angel back and forth, asking the angel questions. The angel's telling him stuff that the Most High wants him to know, etc., etc. So now in this particular one in 13, 7 days after he had one dream, he dreamed by night. So you see, this is a dream. He really dreaming it. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea, and it moved all the ways thereof. You can think about that as like when we have down here in Florida, you have a hurricane, or you have something where it's shaking the wind, and then it's causing the water to stir up like that, right? Yeah. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with thousands of heaven. So in this vision, he's seeing like, like the ocean tossing back and forth, and then you see man waxing strong. Now it say man, that man, right? That man, whoever the hell that man is, that's who we see. So he's not saying it here, wax strong, unless you go back to 12. Let me see. Let me see if he's going. I remember in the field 7 days. Be of good comfort, O Israel. Be not heavy, thou house of Jacob. Let me see if he's talking about that. And I seen that man wax strong with thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. So it's almost like a man standing in a place of power, to the point where whatever he rule over, when he look at it, it gets scared. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not sure who this man is, but I know the vision. In the vision, he's seeing the man, and the man is looking at the things that he's running, like he ruled over. Say, for instance, like even Massa during the time of slavery. Right. Let's just say the shoes on the other foot. Let's make him black for the sake of One West. Black Massa, and then you got the Edomites and the Girgashites and the Hamites and all of them. And when he look at them, everything gets scared, right? Until I figure out who this man is, I'm gonna say it's Israel, all right, or a ruler in Israel. Whenever it says, and lo, the man waxed strong with thousands of heaven, and when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. So everything that he ruled over was scared and afraid of him. Verse 4, and whenever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire. So all they that heard his voice, it was like torture to them. They have to listen to it. It's almost like when you sit, how you ever seen the California wildfires or something like that, of that nature, where everything is just on fire wherever it go. Ain't nothing thriving, ain't nothing moving, ain't nobody doing nothing. Everything is under the authority of this fire. You get what I'm saying? So whatever he said out of his mouth, that's what happened. Whatever was up under his rule and authority was trembling at the thought of his words. And it's giving that example of like when the earth is on fire, nobody ain't talking big talk then. Ain't nobody, coming against to say, oh, I could go put this fire out right now. All right, go ahead. They dropping helicopters, dropping water on it. They spraying water and nothing ain't working. They are at the mercy of this particular fire. That's how it was when this dude spoke. But I'm not sure who this is, if that's what your question, but that's the breakdown of the scripture that we reread.
Okay.
All right. So you probably have to go back in chapter 12, and it'll tell you. When I went back, I saw it talking about Israel. I believe, and I can't say this with a surety, I believe this is talking about a king ruling over, and that's what he's seeing in the vision. Now, whether that king is Yahweh Shah or somebody else, I would have to read a little bit more into it.
Come.
All right. Jaquar, you had a question?
Sir. In the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 22.
We gotta start at 15.
Just for the sake of understanding all things.
But all I understand this. If you don't understand nothing I said today, Genesis 3 and 22. What's your question?
All right. The question is the bottom, the last part of it. Genesis 3:22. And the Lord God said, behold, the man is become as one of us to know good and evil. And now, lest he put forth his hand and take also of the tree of life and eat and live forever. What is that last part? What's the breakdown of that where it says, and now lest he put forth his hand and take also of the tree of life and eat and live forever?
So this is talking about like what happened with Adam is the Most High breathed the breath of life in him. That's the opportunity to follow instructions. So what mankind was that you go in Genesis chapter 1, male and female create he them. It ain't said nothing about Adam and Eve. He told them to be fruitful and multiply. The Most High makes mankind, right? They just running around, killing, eating, having sex. Ooga booga. They caveman, Neanderthal, if you will, in your mind, right? Then he pulls one man out of them and says, nah, you're going to be better than this. Let me give you the opportunity to talk to God, to get instructions from him, to be better than the other people. He made him holy, separated him from everybody else, breathed in him the breath of life. Now he has the opportunity to do that, right? So the plan was the things that he does, whatever the Most High says now, and he lives a life where the Most High takes care of him forever, right? When I say forever, generation after generation, he had kids, his kids, and that's how it was supposed to go. Well, him and his rib decide that they want to go do something that's against the Most High, right? So now they getting cast, and you go back in Genesis chapter 3 or a little bit further up. As a matter of fact, let's go back to 16 now. Let's see. So he started passing out punishment. Verse 14, he get a punishment to the serpent. He says that he got to crawl upon his belly. He shall eat, and of the dust he shall eat all the days of his life. With the man, he gonna put enmity between the woman and his seed and the serpent seed, right? Her seed and the serpent seed. And the woman, she'll conceive and sorrow. She gonna bear pain when she have children, and her desire now has to be to her husband so that she won't be beguiled by a serpent no more. She listens to her husband. He stands in the way to protect her. To the man, now, because you done hearken to your wife, since you listening to her now, that's what we doing. He's saying now, you're gonna have to go out and work. You're gonna have to till the ground. You got to do all this. I ain't just finna feed you, and you disobedient. Now you get down to it. Adam calls his wife named Eve. They become one. Basically, they married and they understand. Now they marry under the authority of the Most High. So when you get to verse 22, now they recognizing the difference between right and wrong. They seeing things differently based on the spirit that they have in them. Now they would have only had the spirit of good, but they got the spirit of good and evil, of obedience and disobedience, right? So now he's saying, I got to separate myself from them, or they disobedience is going to be counted with righteousness. The thing I was going to do for them forever will now be something that, they can hold on to me with this disobedience. So he kicked them out the garden, basically. So when you read in verse 22, it says, and the Most High Power said, behold, the man is become as one of us to know good, meaning the thing that happened, if you do what I'm saying, or righteous works, and evil. What happened when you don't do what I'm saying? Because now they got the punishment. He done laid it out for them. And now, lest he put forth his hand and take of the tree of life. Now, the tree of life in the New Testament or in the New Covenant is called the book of life, meaning like you're going to get the goods of what the Most High have to offer. But now they disobedient. So you can't have it where a disobedient son or daughter gets the chance to partake in what the Most High had. You get what I'm saying? So now before they coming back to me, like we still got the same relationship and they can eat and live forever. Nah, it says, therefore the Most High sent him forth from the Garden of Eden. So now he's putting out a place where everything just happened automatically. You got food, you got this. Now you got to till the ground. Now you got to work. Now you're going to come in contact with other people. Now you got this happening. After that, Cain killing Abel and all of this other stuff happened that would have never happened had they not been disobedient. So that's what it's talking about in verse 22. Understood? Go ahead.
So it's the same thing like how it's explained in Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
That would be the evil. The good is Deuteronomy 28, 1 through 14. Yeah, but it's different because he go into details in the 28, and now you're talking about other people. He had already set Adam and Eve apart from everybody in the Eden. Nobody was in the garden that could partake in the things he was about to give them because they was holy. They were set aside in the same way that he did the land of milk and honey when he put Israel in there. But then there's rules. All right, you can get kicked up out of here. And Israel got kicked up out of here. When you go to First Kings, you see the split. When you get to David, great-grandson, you see the split, right? They like, we ain't following this nigga, even though the Lord told us to. And then everything else happens. We get kicked out of the land. The Most High turn his back. We not his people no more, et cetera, et cetera. So, y'all good? Any other questions in the room? Go ahead. You got a question? Yeah.
Okay. This might be just a slight bit off, but I was doing like some research and I was like trying to find out what was the first language that Adam had spoke. Was it Hebrew? Because when I was looking up, it was saying that some crap about Adam was speaking Adamite or some like that. So I was trying to find out what was the first language. They say it was Arabic and
Arabic, you're gonna hear Aramaic, you're gonna hear Hebrew. Those are all Semitic languages. What Semitic means is they come from Shem. Ham, Shem, Japheth was Noah's three sons.
Right.
So Adam was before Shem. So they calling all. So they saying Arabic, Aramaic, and all of them. I'll give you an example. When we say power, like my captain that raised me up, his name is Shawar Ya'Allah. That means ox of the power or ox of God, right? When you say Yasha Allah, Yashar means prince, power means God or of the power. Allah means God. Allah in Arabic means God. Allah in Aramaic means God. It's not the name of God. It just means the power. Right. They say it means the name of God. We know it just means the power or the God, right? If you will. So you pronounce things the same way, very similar. Like we say shalom. They would say salam. Right. Or like when they say assalamu alaikum, salam, that's peace. Salam and shalom. It's the same thing. And Aramaic wouldn't be far off. Those are all Shemitic languages. Of course, whatever school of thought you come from, they're gonna say we was the first language, but it was all the same. So I'm an Israelite, so I'm going with Hebrew. You get what I'm saying? There wasn't no different languages before the Tower of Babel. It was only one. The languages became after that. But all of those languages from that realm, they speak pretty much the same thing. It would be no different than we speak English. We say water like it got a D in it. And in the UK, they'll say water, which is the proper way to pronounce it. Right. Water. You see what I'm saying? So it's the same language. It's just different ways, different dialects. You got 5 dialects of Hebrew, right? You got Yemenite. You got oh shit. I gotta look it up. What are the 4 dialects of Hebrew? Ashkenazi, Sephardic, Yemenite, and then you got the Lashawan Kodash, which is just a different thing. Like for instance, if you go to modern, what they call biblical or modern Hebrew, they would say shalom.
Right.
Shalom. Well, we would say shalom. Is it a different language? It's just a different pronunciation. We would say Bawakwar Tawab or Tawab Bawakwar. They would say Boker Tov. Boker Tov. I know a dude named Poly King or Bigo. He speaks they joint, and I want to learn it just because whenever you're talking to one of them Jewish people, they try to say, we got the language, we got the land, y'all ain't got the land. All right, so I want to learn. So whenever you cut them in the English, they go run into they fake Hebrew. And my Shamar was on that battle, and he like, yo, he got the man to say, I know for a fact that Moses ain't say no Boker Tov. He's like, so why you saying it then? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the first language would have been Hebrew, but you're gonna get that answer because I'm an Israelite. Who the hell knows? That's the answer.
Well, yeah.
Who was there? Who can prove me wrong that it wasn't Hebrew? How can somebody? Do they got a recording?
Nah.
They got some music they can play or something where they was singing back in the days. Adam and Eve get recorded. These are the words of my firstborn. Yeah, it don't exist. So we just only can assume. I'm gonna assume Hebrew because I would say that's the first language.
Right.
Can we prove that? Kind of. Any other questions? You got another question?
One more question.
You had a question?
No.
All right, go ahead.
Just
Hey, no one, y'all. You got any questions?
Sir. All right, now.
All right. If you see anybody in the audience or something, I think they shared it. You could bring them up if they. All right, go ahead. Whoever got a question.
So second Samuel 4:11.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it's saying that the wicked man slaying the righteous, that it's going to be required. His blood's going to be required on. It says your hand. I'm gonna say our, but I'm gonna just read it out. Now that's the question.
Read verse 9. Start from verse 9.
It's the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 4 and verse 9. And David answered, Rechab and Baanah, his brother, the sons of Ramon and Absalaki, the Beerothites, and said unto them, as the Lord liveth, who have redeemed my soul out of all adversity. When one told me, saying, behold, Saul is dead, thinking to have brought good tidings, I took hold of him and slew him in Ziklag, who thought that I would have given him a reward for his tidings.
So let me give you some background on this. Saul is trying to kill David. David becomes the king. Saul like, yo, I'm finna get rid of you. You think you me? You think he me or something? You know what I'm saying? Like, so David had an opportunity to kill Saul. He didn't because he respected him. He looked at him as God's anointed. The king of Israel was called God's anointed. That word anointed in the Greek is Christos. That's where you get Christ from. So Yahushua Hamashiach, Mashiach means anointed, right? They anointed the king. So David, even though the Most High sent Samuel to tell him, I'm snatching this out of Saul's hand, putting it in David. Now David's the king. He's the Lord's anointed. But in the same way, I don't know if y'all noticed, but no matter what, you will never hear General Yohana talk bad about the heads that brought him up in the school, even though all of them left the truth, right? Ariel them started talking about something totally different than what they taught him. He kept and held on to what they taught. He would not ever say a bad word against them, even though they went off, right? Saul went off, David the same way. He cut David's skirt. Yo, I could have killed you, but I got respect for you. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing with me. I'm David. I kill anything and everything, right? Dawada did not care. So anyways, at the end of it, David coming to power. He's the king. His people going around, and they found, one of them found Saul, killed his son and him, brought David his son's head, like, yo, I killed your enemy. Now they thinking David gonna be happy, but David could have been killed him if that's what he wanted to happen. He didn't give that order. You move without the order. So this is the part where they bringing him the head, right? They bringing him the head. So when you go back, if you go to verse 8, and they brought the head of Ishbon to David to Hebron and said to the king, who is David, behold, the head of Ishbon, the son of Saul, thy enemy, which sought thy life. And the Lord have avenged my Lord, the king, this day of Saul and of his seed. So he said, I done avenged, I done killed your ops, basically. You know what I'm saying? Here goes his head right here. He expecting a reward, bringing that to David. You know what I'm saying? And David answered Rechab and Baanah his brother, the son of Rimmon the Beerothite, and said unto them, as the Lord liveth, who have redeemed my soul out of all adversity. That's how he started. When one told me, saying, behold, Saul is dead, thinking to have brought good tidings, I took hold of him and slew him in Ziklag. So he said, a brother already that came and told me Saul was dead, and I had him put to death for even saying that. Now you showing up, who thought that I would have given him a reward for his tidings. That's verse 10. Verse 11. How much more when wicked men have slain a righteous person in his own house upon his bed? So Saul got old, you know what I'm saying? He can't do nothing no more. David got full control. They go kill Saul and his son. Bro, he was trying to kill you. He gone. David like, yo, you don't know what I did to a dude the other day that came and told me Saul was dead. How much more you think you gonna get a reward from me coming to me and get with this? And he was in his own house. He can't do nothing to me. I'm David. Right. Like, what he gonna do? He said, how much more when a wicked man have slain a righteous person in his own house upon his bed, shall I not therefore now require his blood of his hand and take you away from the earth? David ain't play. Verse 12. And David commanded his young men. He got the YNs. And David commanded his young men, and they slew them and cut off their hands and their feet and hanged them up over the pool in Hebron. But they took the head of Ishbosheth, which was Saul's son, and buried it in the sepulchre of Abner in Hebron. So that's what happened. Go ahead.
One quick question. So, who will be the wicked man?
Well, what verse?
11, when it says the wicked man.
He's saying the wicked man was the one who went and got revenge for David, who killed Saul, who killed Saul's son. They went in Saul's house, did him up real dirty, right? And then like, hey, we got him. David like, yo, I could have been got him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody tell y'all to do that. Y'all working on y'all own accord. So that's what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Come, I got it.
All right, Most High in Christ. I had got a question from Quadam online. Amos chapter 5, verse 2. Shalom Amar, Vibrant. What's going on, y'all? On Bigo Live. Amos chapter 5. I forgot what his question was. 2 and 3. Oh, I know what it was. No, who is this? Oh, this for Rakah. All right, can somebody read Amos 5 and 1 for me?
Come. This is the book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Hear ye this word, which I took up against you, even a limitation, O house of Israel.
Oh, who?
O house of Israel.
Every time you see in Amos, in the book of Amos, when he's talking to him, he about to say something crazy to Israel, like, hear ye this word that I'm bringing to Amos, O house of Israel. He do it all the time, and he always finna say something bad. I don't think he gave Amos no good news. Because don't like Amos. All the Lord talking about is killing us and kicking us out and all that. He ain't had nothing good to say about Israel in the book of Amos. Not that I remember. You know what I'm saying? Even when we go to the book of Amos, chapter 3, where he says, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. We go there to prove that the Lord only known Israel. And then right after he said, therefore, I'm going to punish you for your iniquity. He's like, yo, like Kawan used to say it when he was out there. We used to be on the street. Kawan used to say, you know, the Most High ain't everybody daddy. He's like, I'm like, my daddy named Jerome. Yeah, what he said, Jerome or something like that. Nigga, I'm Jerome's son. I ain't everybody's son. That's Jerome kids. Everybody ain't Jerome kids or something like that. I can't remember what his name, but I think it started with a J. But that was a good analogy. Like, yo, the Most High he is going to punish his own kids. Everybody ain't got to be in when the street lights come on, but you better have your ass in this house. Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what them brothers down the street or what they mama doing, but that's what you better do as my kids. That's how that works. So that's what he was saying in Amos chapter 3. And here he said, hear ye the word I take up against you, even the lamentation. The lamentation or lament is to be sad. It's like a time, you know what I'm saying, where Israel was going through something. Go ahead. Verse 2.
The virgins of Israel is fallen. She shall no more rise. She is forsaken upon her land. Mm-hmm. There is none to rise her up.
So it says the virgin of Israel is fallen.
Raise her up.
Huh?
Never.
What you about to say?
No, I said raise. Instead of saying raise, I said rise.
Oh, okay. The virgin of Israel is fallen. She shall no more rise. She is forsaken upon her land. There is none to raise her up. So this is talking about Israel, but it's speaking like the delicate things of Israel is not protected. If you go into what is it, Ezra's, where it talks about in last but not least, our the seal of Zion has lost her glory or something like that. The one y'all, can you grab that for me? In the Apocrypha. I don't know if you there.
Can you paraphrase it again?
It says, and last of all, the seal of Zion have lost her glory. It's in the Apocrypha. Right? So it says, the virgin of Israel is fallen. She shall no more rise. She is forsaken upon her land. There is none to raise her up. Meaning like she fell and ain't nobody there to pick her up. It's speaking about the delicate things of Israel, right? They done lost that. Go ahead. Go ahead to verse 3.
Verse 3.
Now keep in mind real quick before you read that, Jerusalem And Israel is always talked about as a woman, right? It'll say she this and she that. Go ahead.
Verse 3. For thus saith the Lord thy power, the city that went out by 1,000 shall leave 100, and that which went forth by 100 shall leave 10 to the house of Israel.
So it's saying that when it was a great city that had thousands of people, it's going to be led to be 100. There's a great city that if it had 100, it's going to be cut off. Like basically a tenth of whatever it is going to be left, right, to the house of Israel. Go ahead.
For thus saith the Lord unto the house of Israel, seek ye me, and ye shall live. But seek not Bethel, nor enter into
Gilgal.
and pass not to Beersheba, for Gilgal shall surely go into captivity, and Bethel shall come to nigh.
Just stop right there. So, of course, y'all heard Bethel Baptist Church, Bethel, the whole nine. Y'all know this goes back to Jerusalem. It goes back to Israel's heyday when we was the S, for lack of a better way to say it, right? What Amos is talking about the destruction of Israel because of their disobedience to the Most High. So that's the breakdown on that for Officer Rakah. Oh, no. I'm sorry. That was Quadam. Officer Rakah sent me Ecclesiasticus. Oh, you got the breakdown, the one y'all.
Sir.
All right, what's the scripture?
Second Ezra chapter 10, verse 23.
So let's go to Second Ezra chapter 10, verse 23. Are you in a position to read, or I need somebody else to read it?
I can read it.
Let me see if I want to start at 23. This is that in real time, right? Verse 20. Start at 20.
Come.
So exactly what they were just talking about in Amos, the prophet Amos seen it before it happened, and then Ezra was given a vision of the same thing during the time when it was happening. Go ahead. Or at least right before it happened.
This is the book of Second Ezra chapter 10 and verse 20. Do not sow, but be counseled by me. For how many are the adversaries of Zion?
We got a bunch of enemies.
Confronted.
Go ahead.
Come. Be comforted in regard of the sorrow of Jerusalem. For thou seest that our sanctuary is laid waste.
So it's a bunch of our adversaries, a bunch of our ops. They're gonna be comforted when they see us, Jerusalem, in sorrow. That's what Amos was just talking about when he said lamentation. That's what he was talking about. Even the lamentation of Jerusalem. So now it's saying our ops gonna be comforted when they see our sorrow. Verse 21.
Come. Verse 21. For thou seest that our sanctuary is laid waste.
Mm-hmm.
Our altar broken down. Our temple destroyed.
This happened multiple times. The Greeks came in and they didn't completely destroy it, but I know the Assyrian and Syrian captivity and Babylonian captivity, they had to go back after these captivities and rebuild the temple. Zerubbabel and his crew went and did it. I believe that's after Babylon. During the time of the Greeks, they just left it up, but they was sacrificing swine's flesh on the altar. They had holes all in the temple, so they left it up. But by the time 70 AD came, they broke that joint right back down. That was after Christ. When Ezra is seeing this, He's saying that every time our ops had an opportunity, they would joy in watching our sorrow. So they seeing that our sanctuary is laid waste, our altar is broken down, our temple is destroyed. Keep going.
Gone. Verse 22. All psaltery is laid on the ground.
The psaltery is like the psalms, the is like the instruments that they use to play songs with. It's laid on the ground, right? Go ahead.
Our song is put to silence.
Mm-hmm.
Our rejoicing is at an end. The light of our candlestick is put out. The ark of our covenant is spoiled.
So when we had our temple, we would have a menorah, something like this, but a lot bigger with candles in it. It would be the brightness, and it would shine. It would be very glorious, etc. So not only they done put our instruments in they done broke all our instruments. We ain't singing no more. They done put out our candles. The Ark of the Covenant, which was one of our holy things that we had. We don't even know where that's at. It's spoiled. It's put in the hands of our oppressors. Go ahead.
Gone, sir. Our holy things are defiled, and the name that is called upon us is almost profaned.
So now when you hear the word Israel, you say Israelite, right? People look at us like, oh, y'all talking about Negroes, Hispanics, y'all talking about these people, right? That name is profane. They don't think good things when they hear it. But what was supposed to happen when Deuteronomy 4 is when they heard that name, they were supposed to think these are the chosen people of God. These are the people that live in Jerusalem. They got the good land over there. These are the people that's mighty because the Lord defends them in war and takes out armies that's way bigger than them, and they still survive and they conquer and all of this. But all of that's done. The name that's called upon us is almost profane. Like you don't even want to say that. Oh, you messing with them niggas? Go ahead.
Gone. Our children are put to shame. Our priests are burnt. Our Levites are gone into captivity. Our virgins
Um,
are defiled.
so everything that's good. Everything that's about us that's supposed to be special, right? Is being our children are put to shame. Our priests are burnt. Our Levites are going into captivity. So these supposed to be priests of the Lord, and they serve in another nation, the Levites, other than serving the Most High. Our virgins are defiled. Where you supposed to marry a woman that ain't never had a man in her bed, you got to take, somebody else leftovers. You got to take it. She done been played around with. They done, they done been, she done been passed to the homie. You know what I'm saying? And that's the best you can do. You know what I'm saying? It only get worse after that. Go ahead.
Come. Our righteous men like it, and our
No,
wives
the one before
ravished.
that. Yeah. What it say?
Our wives ravished.
Damn. Go ahead.
Our righteous men carried away.
Mm-hmm.
Our little ones destroyed. Our young men are brought in bondage, and our strong men are become weak.
All of this happened. This is the lamentation. Amos seen the vision, right? He saw it. Ezra seen the vision. It happened, right? Verse 23. Go ahead and read that one.
And which is the greatest of all? The seal of Sion have now lost her honor, for she is delivered into the hands of them that hate us.
So now, greatest of all, out of all these things that I named, the Most High put his name on the house of David, right? The house of David. That's the Lord's anointed. He named him. So it's supposed to go David, Solomon, blah, 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 all the way down, king after king. But by the time we got to Yahushua, these people that were supposed to be great people were carpenters and regular noblemen. They were supposed to be in royalty. You see what I'm saying? Christ sitting on the throne of David was a big deal. There was no throne of David. Herod was sitting there ruling over the children of Israel. And they had the black leaders, the Pharisees, the black church, babysitting people, babysitting the Israelites. So that means, you know what I'm saying, the throne that David sat on was no more. The seal that David created, that he was signed, they said they saw Solomon fight demons with a ring that he got from his father with the Dawadah, with the Magan Dawadah on it. You know what I'm saying? All of this, it's done even lost its honor. That throne is gone. That seal that represents that throne has lost its honor and is delivered into the hands of them that hate us. So they running that throne now. They running they wearing the Magan Dawadah. They sitting on David's throne. Herod, Edomite. All that happened. Amos saw it thousands of years before it happened. The Lord told him it was going to happen. So that's what was going on there. Go ahead.
If I may, I used to hear people always say when they see that the Magan Dawadah, that's for devil worship.
Yeah,
because of
I said it before.
Right. I heard that
as
before.
a Christian. First of all, do anybody worship that symbol? Anybody? They finna come tell us about the. I think we got to go at about 3. It's 3 o'clock now. I'm gonna wait for them to tell me. So we gonna salute y'all now. Y'all Bashim Shabbat Thumb. Y'all Shemal Latab Bashim Y'all Shout. We're gonna keep right on rolling until they come get us. All right. But yeah, they say the star of Remphan, the star of what was it? Go ahead.
The star of Molech.
Star of Molech. Remphan was the star of Molech. They talk about that. Right. I'm sure y'all know the breakdown. If y'all don't know, who is the star of the NBA? Go ahead.
It's like the star of the NBA is.
Come on, you want? He don't want to say it. He don't. Look, you a hater, man. You can tell a LeBron. You can tell a LeBron fan. He don't want to say Michael Jordan. He started to say Michael Jerry West. Anybody but Jordan. That was a LeBron fan right there. All right, LeBron James, Jerry West, Magic Johnson. These are stars in the NBA, right? Let me get another one. Who's a star in the NFL? TV stars, movie stars. Who's a star in the rap game? You can name them. You know them. They're famous. Who is the star of Christianity? Go ahead. TD Jakes. Who is the biggest star in Christianity? Cesare Borgia. Cesare Borgia. Go ahead, Nawan. That's who you was gonna say?
Yeah, come on.
Caesar Borgia. I call him Cesare from the book. It's a show called The Borgias on Showtime. I don't know if y'all ever saw it. That's the dude that they painted. He's on there. He's sleeping with everybody, killing people, and that's the dude that Michelangelo, is it Michelangelo or Leonardo da Vinci, one of them, fell in love with and painted as the son of God. It's called Salvator Mundi, Savior of the Universe, or something like that, something crazy like that. Yeah, that's him. He's the star of Christianity. Caesar Borgia, TD Jakes, Power Bottom. That's what they call him. Anyways, have you ever been swallowed? Oh, these are all stars. So just like that, Remphan was the star of Molech. the actual what they call it, the hexagon is nothing that they ever worshipped. They have in scriptures, you'll see it says figures. These are all things that people molded together and made in order for people to worship. So you would go to an idol maker and have them make you, like, I'm from Florida. Maybe they'll make me an alligator because the alligator was known to kill people and we lost people, blah, 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 blah. They make the alligator, we'll worship the alligator. The tree that people have in their house during Christmas was Nimrod. If you go to Jeremiah chapter 10, it'll tell you they deck it and they pull it out of the thing and they give it gifts. And if you ain't give it the right gift, the tree would come alive and kill you. That's what they're saying. Don't worry about that inside the Bible. They're telling you that, that's not how it works. So Star Renfram, Star Molech. It was one more if I got time. Ecclesiasticus chapter 42. A brother said, somebody told him this means you had to have a marriage certificate. You have to. Let's read it. Ecclesiasticus 42. Did I say? Go to verse 6. Oh, they might let us rock. Ain't nobody said nothing. You ain't did nothing wrong. Where there is no law. Go ahead. Somebody read that for me.
Come. The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 42, verse 6. Sure keeping is good, where an evil wife is, and shut up where many hands are.
So this is game coming from, a very wise brother. And he's saying sure keeping is good. That means you got to tend to your stuff, right? You got to be a ruler that is engaged. You got to pay attention. You better keep a record. How much money was in that account? You know what I'm saying? What I thought y'all were supposed to, you fed them kids. You sitting over here, you sitting over here playing on your phone and ain't fed the kids. You got to do that when you got a wife that's not Proverbs 31. She looketh after her house and her husband is known in the gates and she is this and that and the other. Some are like, dang, hold on, wait a minute. The light bill ain't been paid, but you got weed. You get it? The light bill ain't been paid, but you got weed. What's going on here? You got to be a ruler, or you got to keep what it says, good, sure keeping, meaning like you got to be on it, especially when your wife is not really help. She is really evil. When it's saying evil, it just means not righteous, not good. Don't necessarily mean like she'll slit your throat. That's today's time. And shut up where many hands are. So you got to make sure if it's a lot of hands going through the pot that you pay attention. You got to keep an eye on that. That's what it's talking about. Verse, go ahead to the next verse.
Come. Deliver all things in number and weight, and put all in writing.
Put what?
Put all in writing. That thou givest out or receivest in.
So he said a Christian told him this means everything have to be wrote down. You have a marriage, everything have to be delivered in writing. What is it talking about for real? Being that we just went up one verse and read where there's a lot of hands, good keeping. But
like, sir, it's talking about money.
Watching everything.
Watching.
Not necessarily. Yeah, you can say money now because that's how our exchange is. I mean, if we was in the world, the weight would throw you would see everything. Deliver all things in number and weight. If I'm supposed to give you a pound of cotton and it's less than a pound and you ain't paying attention, then I got you. If it's 15 people that's supposed to give each one of them, and then one of them is shorting people, no. And then you got to put it all in writing, meaning like you documenting what you doing, that you giving out and receiving in. This is talking about business. This is not talking about marriage. That's why when I gave him the breakdown of it, I said, this is talking about business. However, in America, marriage is a business. That's why you get prenups. That's why you got a woman that'll marry a man and then divorce him a month or two later and get half of everything that he got. They said one brother, I can't remember who this was. I just saw it. Is going to be paying $38,000 a month. She was with him for 2 months. $38,000 a month. And then something that ain't even the child support. I think that's like alimony or something crazy like that. Yeah, he's a millionaire though. He married her. He loved her. No prenup. She got him. She was like, got him. It's a wrap. Let everything be done and wait. If you leave me, bitch, you get nothing. Now, the women got the money. I just fell in love with a rich chick. Yeah. So that's what that means. It's very simple. The last thing, if a sister in the truth, right, was to marry a heathen. Let's get Deuteronomy chapter 7. Let me get the one with 1 Kings 11. Let's go through that real quick. One of y'all can read it for me. Baba Kasha.
Khan, verse 1.
Yeah.
Khan. This is book of 1 Kings, chapter 11 and verse 1. But King Solomon loved many strange women, together with the daughter of Pharaoh, women of Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Zidonians.
Where you at? 1 Kings?
Khan.
Go ahead, read it again. I was gonna do that one second, but since you did, no. Go ahead.
But King Solomon loved many strange women, together with the daughter of Pharaoh, women of Moab.
So the daughter of Pharaoh would have been a Hamite, right? The daughter of Pharaoh.
Women of Moab, Moabites.
So Moabites, Ammonites,
Edomites, Zidonians, and Hittites.
So he got more Hamites, he got Edomites, he got what's Ammon? Ammon is Indian.
Japanese.
Yeah, Moab and Ammon. He got all kind of flavors around there, right? Verse 2.
Of the nations concerning which the Lord said unto the children of Israel, ye shall not go into them, neither shall they come into you.
So this is for the Bigo people, because when we got on there, you had some Israelites on there teaching that Israelites could have heathen wives. They just had to shave their head and pare their nails. You go to ISUPK Florida, did a class, and I think I mentioned that last week or the week before. I think both of y'all was in that class. No, that was last week. That was Monday. Yeah, just did a breakdown on that. So it's not what that means. You cannot go marry a heathen. Thank God for the UPK bringing the truth. It says right here, what, verse 2? It names the people that he was married to. It calls them strange women, right? Go ahead.
Verse 2, of the nations concerning which the Lord said unto the children of Israel, ye shall not go into them, neither shall they go into you. For surely they will turn away your heart after their gods. Solomon clave unto these in love.
Go ahead and read 2 more.
Verse 3. And he has 700 wives.
How many?
700 wives.
I mean, surely 4 wouldn't be enough, Magazar. I mean, this nigga. Solomon, he had what now?
700 wives.
All right, keep going. I think that's the Bible just, putting 20 on 10. He talking about a Judite. Nigga, I got 7,000. I got 700. I got 700 hoes. Man, please, man. Hey, God is a black man. These scriptures were written by black people, man. Go ahead, man.
700 wives.
Ain't nowhere in the world that can be literal. Ain't nowhere in the world. Go ahead.
Princess.
It sound like Future.
That is, see, it's rapping. I got 700 hoes. I can see him with a song like that. Yeah, go ahead, man.
Princesses and 300 concubines, and his wives turned away his heart.
Why they name how many princesses he had? That means them the ones that he actually bringing in, and they in the castle with him. Right. He don't even say that, man. Princesses. Here, it's too many to count. And 300 concubines. Now the concubines is just kept women. They just bathe in Bath and Body Works every day and pray that the King Solomon can pass by their house and knock on their door. He paying their rent, they good to go. They ain't got nothing to worry about. But he ain't got time to hit it. Like he got too much on with these 700 wives. He just paying all these bills. They just good to go. 300, right? 300 concubines.
300 concubines.
Nigga ain't got 300. He ain't get to. He ridiculous. Solomon was ridiculous. That's crazy work. Go ahead.
And his wives turned away his heart. For it came to pass when Solomon was old that his wives turned away his heart.
Stop right there. Give me the Deuteronomy. You got the Deuteronomy? Anybody got that? Deuteronomy 7.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 3.
Yep.
Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
Mm-hmm.
Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his
daughter. We in the library. We ain't that count. You gotta go get us kicked out. They don't know we here.
Nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son, for they will turn away thy son from following me.
So he already told you why he didn't want you messing with the other nations is because they would turn away your sons from following them. And because you were special and set aside. I read every time we go to camp. You special, you chosen, you above all people on the face of the earth. You ain't got no business dealing with them. Solomon get in a position of power. He got all the Israelite women he want. He got to go get an Edomite. He got to go get a Japanese, Chinese. He got to go get Sade. No, he looked at Sade and was like, oh, okay. Yeah, all of them. And now he goes and get them when the Lord already told you what it was going to do. What he said, what it said was going to happen on Yaquab?
For they will turn away thy son from following me.
Now, the Lord said this before Solomon was ever born. Now we see Solomon got all these wives, and the problem wasn't that he couldn't deal with the wives. The problem was that he didn't run his household. And if you got heathen women, you got a good Israelite woman like, you know what I'm saying, Esther, or all the people that's named in the Bible, you might get away with that. You ain't got to watch everything. Remember what we just said, when you got an evil wife, what it say, you got an evil wife, you better watch everything. Be a good keeper. Well, he got wives that's heathens. Verse 4.
Come.
Not you. Magazar.
Come.
Tell them where you at.
This is the book of 2 Kings.
1 Kings chapter 11.
All right, this is the book of 1 Kings chapter 11.
Indoor voices.
Chapter 4.
Go ahead.
Come. For it came to pass when Solomon was old that his wives turned away his heart after other gods.
Exactly what the Lord said, right? Exactly what he said. Don't mess with them because they're going to churn you from following me. So now he was on it when he was the king and he was in his prime and everything was good. He ain't had no problem. But when he got old, what happened?
That his heart, that his wives turned away his heart after other gods.
Keep going.
And his heart was not perfect with the Lord his God, as was the heart of David his father.
Mm-hmm.
For Solomon went after Astorath, the goddess of Zidonians, and after Malcolm, the abominations of the Ammonites.
So he's serving all they serving all the Solomon went after, you read what verse 5?
God.
And Solomon went after Asheroth, the goddess of the Zidonians, and after Milcom, the abomination of the Ammonites. If you keep reading, he'll go after Komesh of the Moabites and all of this. And he basically, for lack of a better word, he's celebrating Easter and Christmas and all these holidays right there in the damn kingdom of God, the kingdom in the house of David. Nigga got up. He got Easter bunnies all over the house. He putting Christmas lights up in Jerusalem. Man, what's going on, bro? Nah, come on, man. You know, hey, man, my wife wanted to put up the red and green drapes. I didn't want to argue with her. Let her do it. I don't got time to be arguing with her. She crazy. That's what happened. So the question was asked, if it's a sister and she marries other ones.
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, we have a reservation for this room right now.
All right, about to come out.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, yo. So when Solomon did that, the question was, if a sister marries another person, would she be kicked out of the truth? The answer is, if you are a sinner, you're not in the truth. If you don't listen to the law, statutes, and commandments, you're not in the truth anyway. You can do whatever you want to do in the world. You can marry whoever you want to. You can sleep with whatever woman, man, anything you want. If you're not in the truth, if you're in the truth, you're saying, I'm going to follow the God of the Bible, and what he says I'm going to follow. The moment you start to say, well, I ain't got to follow that law, whether it's tithes, whether it's whatever it is, you're no longer in the truth. All right. And with that, I already saluted y'all. I don't double salute. Hey, shalom. Shalom. I told y'all it was going to happen. That's all right. Hey, no one y'all, you can end the stream, huh? Right?
Yeah, Khan.
Hey, the water priest.
No sweat, sir. Shalom, y'all, Bashan Shabbat.
Hey, shalom, Lord Christ.